neglected by Minato and Kushina, but they already have 2 kids. They don't really, they neglect him. And the cocky brat, which is Memato. Memato and Mito are gonna be the names because Menma is gonna be a good person and not his relative in this one. Because I've started doing a lot of videos like this, but however, he's very, very powerful. By the age of 4, he starts getting harmed by his brother, mainly emotionally. By then, he has the 2 Tomoe, meaning he's immune to tied into a ninjutsu. Then he makes a friend. This friend is not a real friend. I'm just gonna call him weak, annoying. Actually, no, weak betrayer of an Uchiha. So skip 1 year later, they have been good friends, and now that Uchiha betrays him. His rage filled it to getting him into the 4 Tomoe. Actually, no, the 5, as he already gained a 3rd Tomoe by the age of it. So he gained extra 2 Tomoes. So now he has infinite uses of Izanagi and immunity to Taijutsu, Ninjutsu, Genjutsu, and Senjutsu. Meaning right now he's only missing 1 Tomo. Infinite uses of Izanami. So yeah. And I'm waiting for him to get his Eternal, because it goes instantly to Eternal. And that's the Flames of Obliteration. Also with this, he's able to make a way weaker version of this. Think of it like, think of this, but without the stars. When he gains actually no, think of it like a fully of this color. Then when he gains this eye, it gets darker in color. Then when he gets this one, it gets the stars. Okay? And when it gets the stars is when it's at its final form. Okay? Okay. That's basically what his Susanoo does. So right now it isn't even, he doesn't even have the Susanoo. But he can but essentially he can't use the full body Susanoo, but he's able to use the 2nd tier of the Susanoo without the Manjekyu, like his Eternal Manjekyu, with just the 6 Tomoe. Which he gained the 6 Tomoe after he killed him, as he still had a little bit of an attachment to the annoying betrayer of Uchiha. So yeah, he gains his Eternal Manjekyu, which is this. As it gets less detail and the darkness turns into this. And as you saw, he now has the Flames of Obliteration. He now has the Flames of Obliteration, which is what I'm really happy about right now. So, his friend, then he turns them off after that and doesn't let anybody know about it. He stops making friends, and now they've got into and Minato and Kushina start beating him, and he starts getting mad. So we skip to the final day of the exams. That's just some black screen. The Genin exams. He gets asked for extra kunais, and he literally got hit every last chakra point, where every last chakra point would be on all 10 dummies. And they're like, you missed so much, demon. As then Neji said, actually, that's our chakra points, because in this, Neji's gonna be nice guy towards Naruto, as he respects him a lot, because of his find out, he has forged this blade, which has this form as well, as he has this on him. As then Menma says, and now we go to the Menma fight. Menma says, I challenge you to a fight with no ninjutsu, only swords and blades and physical strength and taijutsu, as he says, and you and Keke Genkai, but no ninjutsu. So you can even use dojutsu, even though you don't have one, nor do I. He says, okay, I accept these rules. As this happens, he says, so how hard do you want me to try? As he pulls out the blade and he sees that and says, what's that? I don't need your help, he says. As then, to figure it out is what he says. When Mito, and this is Menmato, actually. So Menmato says all that. Okay, now he pulls it. Then Menmato brings out the sword, which is hundreds of times stronger than the blade that can cut through everything in the original Naruto. So yeah, but this is way stronger than that. As then Kushi says, Menma, use whatever, use the blade. As he says, actually no, it's equal in sharpness but not in hardness on this blade. So he says, oh, so maybe I need to actually infuse some chakra into it. As he infuses it, as he sees all of this stuff disappear into flowing back and then going into the blade and then forming and then it forms into what looks like, it now looks like this. As then he quite literally slashes once into the blade. They clash blades and his blade goes straight through it. As he says, no what, fine. Now we can use ninjutsu if we want. Fine, he says. As he deactivates it, as it goes back to this, and he puts it in his hilt. As then he says, and then Menmato says that he has to take that from him. As he says, I'm bored of your shenanigans. As he then activates this, and it swirls into this. As then, of course, they call the match after he goes and neck chops him. And I'm going to say Naruto is not the nicest in this game. Not the nicest. As she says, Mom, Dad, I think I saw him have a dojutsu. It looked like a 6 Tomoe purple Sharingan with one extra ring around the 6 Tomoe. And then it swirled into a pattern, as they can say, to show them the pattern. As she shows this pattern, as right now, as they say, let's show it to Fugaku. As when Fugaku sees this, as only high-ranking Uchihas know the Uchiha God, and then because this is the eternal of the Uchiha God, if you can't tell, as then he's shocked and says, leave my house, I do not want anything to do with that. Not that pattern, never again. As he's gonna say, as they say, wait, what do you mean never again? That's the pattern of someone that we call the Uchiha God. He was the one who gave Indra Uchiha, the one that ended up making the clan, his dojutsu. What? They say he had the ability of a 6 Tomoe purple one with purple Sharingan with a ring around it. It would then form into that pattern. Then it would go into, and he also would have the Eye of Creation and the Eye of Poison. And once he unlocks those, he will later then unlock the Eye of Space, and then the Eye of the Universal Eternal. With that, he would then later awaken the 6 Tomoe Universal Rinnegan, and then the Omnipotence Eye, which grants full omnipotence. However, as they find out about this, Menma and it's Menmato and Mito, they both say, then we want one. As he says, there's only one curse, as he says when the Uchiha God dies, his eyes are then disintegrated, so that way no one will ever steal them from his grave. But he says, as then they say, what? As well, they all think we should take that cocky brat's eyes. But they call him a cocky brat just because he says, just because he knows that Menma's a weak. I mean, not Menma, Menmato. It's a weak piece of, not even gonna say it, because I don't know if this will get taken down, but either way. So, essentially, Menma and, not Menma, Menmato and Mito say, after they get away, oh, we have to get the demon's eyes. As the demon says, as then they say when he gets home, demon, give the children of poverty your eyes. They should be the ones having it. As he says, no, they shouldn't. They are unworthy of it. They don't even have enough chakra for it. As you need like an Otsutsuki God level of chakra. Otsutsuki God level of chakra constantly flowed into it to make it, the one-time version of this even active. That's how much chakra he has. He has like that much chakra that nothing can stop him. He has infinite. While they don't have none compared to him. So yeah, they try to attack him, the big god, like big god. As then he says, as then they try to throw a kunai at him. He instantly activates this and then says, flames of obliteration, as they see an uncomprehendable colored level of black fire, black and white fire, or gray, black and white tipped fire. That's how, and it's an incomprehensible version of those colors, and that's how powerful, and it obliterates the kunai. But that is where we're gonna leave it off. So I say this. Almighty cliffhanger.